Should cold open.
I'm sorry?
Cold open.
Cold open.
Yeah.
This is a cold open.
Oh, it's so freezing.
This is the coldest open ever.
Oh, I'm thinking about taking this off for the episode.
What?
That's fucking agonizing. It's completely unprofessional. Oh, listen to my podcast. Yeah, I'm taking it off. Are you kidding me? Everybody, and welcome back to another, of course, medieval episode of Anything But Politics. As always, my name is Ted, and I'm here with...
What? Seth, did you really just interrupt the intro for that?
No, what did you just say?
Please,
what did you say?
You said medieval.
Medieval what? Yeah, welcome back to another medieval episode.
It's a Renaissance fair.
Okay. Renaissance is not an adjective. Oh, that's a very Renaissance thing over there. Doesn't it feel very Renaissance to you right now? This is how you sound.
I'm gonna stop the recording.
Yeah, stick to edit. No, I'm kidding. Please don't stop the recording. No, please. Is it even recording? Yeah. Okay. The way you covered your little mouth just there made me think. What's up, Merlin? Thank you so much. I literally wanted this so bad.
And I...
Who are you?
Well, oh, what's the guy from Skyrim?
Which one, Rayloff?
No. The one who got shot in the knee with an arrow.
All of them. Just any guard. They all say that line.
Well, I used to be a guard, and then I got shot in the knee with an arrow. There you go. Do they really all say that?
That's delicious. Yeah.
Cool. Is it good?
A lot of NPCs have like a rotating voice line.
That's true. What is that?
What is what?
In your lap.
The water?
The only other
Evian?
thing that has been introduced to the frame.
Evian?
I've never had that. I'm not wanting any, but
you know
what
Martin
is
Reese
it?
on TikTok? Our little water boy?
Our water boy.
He says it's pretty good.
Oh, cool.
And I've been like seeing a lot of media recently, some lucrative water media.
Ooh.
Talking about how the reason that like a lot of Americans drink more water than usual is because our water just has nothing in it.
Sick.
The stuff that we need, like the vitamins, the minerals.
We don't have
The
any.
naturally occurring, like when you get water from like a spring source as compared to like purified drinking water, which is just filtered tap.
Mm-hmm.
The process that they pull it through is just, you want something naturally occurring from like a spring or...
Yeah.
And I want to see how true that is. Do I feel more hydrated when having bougie water?
Yeah, there's a spring up in New Hampshire that we always go to called Crystal Springs, and you can it just continually pumps water like 24/7.
Seriously?
So you just it literally just there's a spout at the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah. There's a
And-
spout.
Yeah, there's a spout at the bottom
You
of the
turn the
mountain.
little handle and water comes out. It's awesome. It's like
Yeah.
a giant keg in the mountain.
It literally is.
They
But-
tried mining for gold and they just like crack and...
But there's no like tourney. It just is a consistent.
There's Mr. Pibb in this mountain. That's probably where the word fountain came from.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, let's... Anyway, we are on...
Mountain Dew.
Oh, I was literally just talking to Merlin about this. Oh, watch us, again, not be able to find a meat for the episode and just go on talking about
can
random
find a meat.
things. I'm sure we
Mutton.
could. Oh, my God. Staying on Mountain Dew, Merlin was like, is the ground wet right now or is it just cold? I was like, it's just dew. It is Mountain Dew. So yesterday morning when we were setting up, Merlin was asking if the ground was cold or if it was wet. And I was like, it might be a little wet. There's just probably dew. Mountain Dew. And I asked if he knew where that term came from, why the soda was called Mountain Dew, and do you know?
I don't know.
Before there was a soda, there was another liquid referred to as Mountain Dew. Could you guess what it is? Think historically here. Think about the area that
Bear
we're in.
piss.
No.
Okay.
It is a drinkable liquid.
Oh.
Some would say
Well.
it's drinkable.
Honey.
Okay. I see how you got there from some would say it's drinkable.
Like tree sap.
No, it is a
Rain.
It's an alcohol.
Oh.
What is Mountain Dew? Think about the area. We're in.
Moonshine.
It is moonshine. And I believe, tell me if I'm wrong, Seth, you might know, was Mountain Dew not created as a mixer for
Moonshine?
I believe so. I believe that I could be talking out of my ass right now, and that's what we do. So I believe that Mountain Dew was actually made as a mixer for moonshine.
That's cool.
I think so.
Is it good? You tried it?
No, actually.
You should.
I've never tried.
Although
I've had plenty of moonshine.
They've probably changed the hell out of the recipe since they
Oh, yeah.
created the drink.
For sure. Oh, do you remember Dew Shine? Do you remember the short-lived Dew Shine? It came in a glass bottle, and it was Mountain Dew, and it was non-alcoholic, and it tasted different. It had a different recipe, and it was delicious.
Really?
It was so good. I loved it. And then it disappeared forever, so.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bummer.
Nah, it's all right. These days, soda companies are really just going crazy with flavors.
They are, man.
Coca-Cola's like, yeah, we named this one Trebuchet. Guess what it tastes like? Because what have they actually done so far? Is it what? Starburst?
Yeah,
Stardust?
I don't even know what that one
Which
is.
is like a drug.
I haven't tried.
Pixel? I think one might have been called Pixel.
I feel like they didn't start doing this until I stopped drinking soda. I cut soda, and they're like, let's make all the flavors.
Mountain Dew made one that was like a collaboration with the DJ Marshmello. And I think the name of the drink was Marshmallow, and it did not taste like marshmallow. It tasted like something completely different.
That's a bummer. What's the best Mountain Dew?
By and large, I'd say Code Red.
Really?
I think you can't do wrong with Code Red.
That's definitely a good. It's definitely a thank you. That's definitely a good.
It contends with Baja Blast. If you
I was
want
about
to
to say, okay, the Baja Blast is kind of my.
Yeah, it's
That
either
was my drink of like summer 2016. That shit knocked.
2016.
Summer
specifically.
2016.
Oh, I'll
summer.
never forget it.
So, I won't. It's the best.
Some nights I'll never forget, and some nights I'll never remember. And
It was-
all thanks to the delicious, refreshing taste of a crisp Baja Blast.
2016 summer was the best summer of my entire life.
Staying up until 2
I got married
a.m.
last summer, by the way.
I got married summer of this year. Anyway, 2016
16 summer.
was a rager. No, tell me, what happened in 2016?
So it was the in-between stage of my.
If I promise that we put a pin in this for a brief moment, and
Yeah.
I promise to come back immediately after.
Hey, we don't have to.
No, I want to, because
Okay.
I like the flow of
Okay.
conversation. Okay.
Oh.
We're at the Renaissance Fair.
I was saying, wait, we haven't even discussed why we're doing
This
where
is
we
our
are.
first outdoors episode. We are. Yeah.
Yeah,
Pan,
give it a good pan.
Go
Give
nuts.
it a good pan.
Give it a good pan. Pan right over. You're good. You're good.
Just like that.
Yeah. So you give it a
Ooh.
zoom. Give it a zoom.
Let's keep
Both
fucking with
of
shit
them
on the
are
camera.
The same thing. No, especially because for our audio-only listeners, just listen to them.
Yeah.
Pan over.
Look.
Okay, no, zoom in.
Wow. Cool.
And then before returning to us, after you're done getting all that in its glory, again, if you're listening on Spotify, you do have video. If you're listening on Apple Podcast or another application in which you cannot visually see what we're talking about, go to YouTube. The link for our YouTube channel, I think, is in every episode description. So check that out. Maybe look how funny we're dressed. We're dressed as jesters,
Huh?
which was ridiculous because, first off, it's thematic for the show. Yeah,
Cool.
No, yeah, no, cool. Do
No,
that
that's
louder.
what we needed.
Nah, come on.
That's what the show needed more of.
That's doing a show outside. We've never done it before.
It's true. The whole new set of challenges.
It's podcast, but outside, but in Renaissance times.
Ooh.
So we're not directly taking their idea.
No.
Wait, this wasn't happening yesterday.
No, it
Someone
wasn't.
brought ye old Bose speaker. We said we needed to bring that.
did, yeah.
Me and Merlin were like, we need to bring ye old microphone and Bose speaker. Bump some tunes.
Hey,
No,
what's your favorite? What's your favorite immersion break?
oh, come on, you know the answer.
I know
Are
I
you
know the
setting
answer.
me up for
Of course,
this?
I'm setting you up for it.
Okay,
What's
so
your favorite immersion break?
So yesterday, my favorite break of immersion all day, because everyone's in character, and it's literally so amazing to be here. We're so
It is.
thankful to the Faire for inviting us here. And my favorite immersion break was yesterday during like the first 2 hours of the Faire. Thank you, 10.
Thank you, 10. To the joust field.
To the joust field. Yesterday, for the first 2 hours of the Faire, there was a lot of parking issues. And yet you got to see this little squire walk up on the main stand and just be like, hear ye, with the owner of a gold Toyota. with the license plate B76WUD. Please move your damn vehicle.
It was so funny. It happened like 8 times.
And he stayed in character every time.
He did. He was wonderful.
He was just like, attention, gentlemen and ladies. Hey, your car's blocking the handicap lane. Please move.
Oh my God, man.
And
Yeah,
I
no,
can't
it's
stress
great.
enough, if you all know those kind of announcements, I hate that they say the license plate. I don't know my license
I
plate.
have no clue what my license plate is. Every time I need it, I'm like, oh, time to go look at my license plate because I have no idea what it is.
I was telling Merlin, and I think I said this to you as well, is that you'd be a lot more beneficial to just be like, with the owner of a gray Altima that's just falling apart, your one of your headlights is busted open. You have a worn off Aperture Science sticker on the back. You have one of those cutouts of the Queen in the back seat, like she's in the car and she's waving, which is actually really insensitive. You should probably remove that now.
Yeah, it's time to get that out of your car, probably.
Yeah, you should probably go ahead and take that off your car. Yeah, you're parked in the handicap spot and you don't have a sticker. So either please put your sticker up or move.
It's funny.
No, that's definitely my favorite immersion break. Do you have a
is good.
separate one? Do you have one that
I know. I probably should have thought of another one. There were several that happened, but they weren't significant enough nor reoccurring enough for me to like note it. But yeah, there's definitely several, and it's just really funny. I mean, like I'm literally sitting here. There's just a pickup truck sitting right in front of us.
well, the fair isn't open.
That's true. The fair is not open yet. No, my favorite immersion break was the people who live next door driving in on their pickup truck, being like, "Are you on our land?" We're not. We're not on your land.
So the fair has. I keep wanting to call it a festival.
I want to keep calling it a festival too. It feels like a festival, but it's a fair.
The fair has a lot of land. A lot of land over on this side. We're actually on the very, very, very edge of the workable property that we have to work on. And yesterday, a big old Jeep just drove right through the neighboring property. And one of the managers of the fair, who was speaking with us at the time, was trying to protect the owners of this property and saying like, "Hey, are you guys vendors? Are you just joining the fair? Are you looking for parking?" Wanting to make sure that no one was driving on this guy's land. Ends up, it was the owner of the land. She goes, "Are you a vendor?" He goes, "Do I look like a vendor?"
I look like a vendor.
God.
No, you don't.
No.
You don't actually.
You look rough, but not like a vendor.
You don't look good.
You don't look good. Anyway. None of the things we say today are representative of the fair itself.
No, not at all.
And we just want to make sure that you read the disclaimer in the episode description that everything we say is exaggerated for humor and totally a joke. Anyway, you're an asshole, dude.
That's the jingling bell of my jester hat.
That's how you know we're
that's
joking.
How you know we're just being
If we
goofy.
say something that sounds serious, but we're totally being goofy, we'll just give you all a little jingle.
Yep. And you'll love it every time.
But we were so surprised to set up shop yesterday. The gates opened. We had an excellent turnout.
We did have a great turnout.
Tons of people are here.
Met some people.
What blew my mind was that the fair has a huge cast and crew. A lot of people working together to make this happen. And they have lords and ladies and duchesses and kings and queens and squires. They have all these people in the cast. They don't have an official jester.
Nope.
There are 0 fair jesters.
None. Not one.
Us two, Merlin, and then one other person all day was dressed as a jester. And we had a lot of fun. We
had a blast.
We were juggling yesterday.
We did juggle.
We got
did
a
some
lot
juggling.
of attention that way.
Did you bring the balls?
Yeah, the balls are here.
Are they fixed?
No.
Damn it.
Well, I don't know. Morgan tied one together yesterday, and it stopped it from getting any worse.
Okay.
And we could just tie the other one, see how that goes.
Cool. Yeah.
Well,
yeah. So we juggled and we did a little performance.
Today we have instruments.
Today we have instruments.
Do you want to talk about the performance?
Yeah, we can talk about the performance.
Would you like to kind of start that story?
So we were just walking around, me, Jim, and Merlin, and we're just walking around, and we stumble into a little area, a little grove, if you will, of tents, and there was a band playing, and it was awesome. We were walking through.
It was a very active portion. So we get a lot of foot traffic here because we're kind of in the middle of everything.
Yes.
But yeah, we kind of got away from where we had been all day, and made our way to it. There were merchants. There were a lot of people watching this band.
So we're just stumbling, and then we just kind of turn around and we see the royalty just all standing in front of us, and they're like, "Oh, hello."
All of the cast royals who are in character in their thrones. We just go like, "Oh, what's in this tent?" And there was a little bit of a head thing.
Yep.
There was a little bit of a mind your head, so all of us kind of had to duck in a little bit.
Yep.
And We're in the
shit.
We're in the big boy tent. We're in front of all the royalty.
And I knew in that moment we were gonna have to do something.
Yeah, I mean,
I was like,
when you're dressed to the part.
Yep.
I mean, even people without enough. These are performers. The nobles are all absolutely great.
they're
hilarious.
so good. They're so good.
They'll play along with you, whatever role you decide to be playing.
Yep.
Whether you be another part of the cast or just a patron who's dressed in a certain way, they'll let you fill that role. They'll be like, "Oh, you're dressed as a baker. Have you brought me rolls today?" Like, you know, like
they're very good. They're very good.
They're very fun. It's just a group of theater people, really.
It is. So yeah, we stumble in and they were like, "Oh,
Jesters. Jest.
yeah,
Jest me.
Make us laugh."
Jest me so
Or
much.
jest me, yeah.
Jest me, please. I consent to you jesting me.
So and Jim just does the beautiful move. What was that move, Jim?
I threw Christian so far under the bus that that you couldn't find him if you looked for
I have
him.
tire
You'd
marks
look under
all-
the bus. You'd look under the bus. You couldn't even see him. Why?
Nope.
Oh, he's even further under than you thought. They were like, oh, like I don't know what they asked. Who are you all?
Yeah, who are
Or,
you?
Just for us, do something. I think they just asked, who are you? And I said, huh?
Yeah, pointed at me.
I said, Christian, start, because that's your MO. That's what you do. You're the starter. You know, every episode you start it.
Yep, I start it. I sure do.
You're definitely the front runner. So,
Yep.
so I said, go ahead. Who are we?
And I just I froze up.
You froze up.
I
You're in the
froze up.
headlights a little bit.
Big time.
That's okay.
And
They played right along.
they sure did. They go,
They said, oh, you're mute.
"You're mute."
You can't speak.
And I was like, "Thank you." Yes, I am mute.
So it was a not a Rumpelstiltskin. There's a fable. There's a story that goes like this. Someone who was cursed without being able to speak until they got someone to say their name.
Ah.
There's definitely a story like that. Is there not?
If there's not, then we need to make
I definitely can't remember what it was.
one. But there probably is one. That's
But
good.
There definitely is a story, and I think there was even a childhood game based off of it where if you got like jinxed, that's what you had to do. Instead of like jinx, you owe me a Coke, it's like, we said the same thing at the same time, and now you can't say shit until someone says your name. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I know
was
that. I
something
know that.
like
It
that.
was something like that.
Anywho,
Scratch my butt real
immediately
quick.
they were like, oh, you're mute. And me, Merlin, and Christian all looked at each other and were like, yeah.
That's what
yeah."
we'll do. That's what we'll do. Thanks for providing a good idea. And so we just we pantomimed our names and we charaded our names.
We charaded our names, which you know how when you're in an argument with someone and then you walk away from that argument, you always think of something better to have said.
Of course. I
So,
thought of a
course,
million things.
This was not an argument, but I was like, you know what we underutilized? The charades rule of sound like.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
if we did the gym thing, because, hey, that's my name.
Yeah,
So,
so
we
we
did
did
a lot of
gym.
like weightlifting and stuff, and they settled on Ted, which is why I introduced myself as Ted at the beginning of this episode. They were like, oh yeah, Ted goes to the gym.
He does. It's a good point.
Instead of saying Jim, like they were so close. But totally, they got you with both Christ and chin.
Yep.
But you know what sounds like chin?
Jim.
A little bit.
A little bit.
So the weightlifting with the sounds like chin, I think could have got them there.
Yeah.
Merlin is difficult. Merlin can't be broken into two different words.
Yeah.
We did a
We
lot
did
of
a little
wand
of this.
flicking, and we did a hat thing.
We did a beard.
And they got so close as wizard. They
Yes.
got to wizard. They couldn't get to Merlin because they
Specific.
couldn't accept in their minds that someone's actual name was
is Merlin. Yeah.
And then once we introduced ourselves and we broke the guys and we began to speak, they were like, so what are your actual names? And we introduced ourselves. And when we got to Merlin, like one of the ladies was like, is that your God-given name? And he was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like, I want my God-given name to be Merlin. And then they were like, you should have a conversation with God about that. Or they said, oh, it's a little late. It's a little late for
That's
that.
funny. Yeah, they were great, and it was fun time. And so then we left the tent promptly.
Yeah, immediately,
Yeah.
swiftly
Let's get
left
outta
that
here.
tent so fast.
Yep. We did our thing, and now we're leaving. And then
Well,
yeah,
this tent, if any of you are actually curious, because I know you're just itching to know.
You are.
If you check out our Instagram or TikTok, we have posted both. We've posted at both of those places. Every now and again, the nobles have a story. So this Renaissance Fair, it has lore. And they act out this story throughout the day at different times, and they'll have all the nobles gather. Seth, can we get one more pan, actually? Because everyone is gathered for their final rehearsal of the day before the fair officially opens. Are you squeezing the trigger there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because it's really hard to move if you don't do that. So they're having their final rehearsal of the day before the fair begins, and they're absolutely stellar. It's a bunch of fun lore. While they're there, you know what's completely vacant? the Royals tent. So we snuck in there, and we're able to record some promo for the show, take a couple pictures that have now been posted on both, like I said, TikTok and Instagram. So if you'd like to see Christian and I snuck into the Royals tent and taking some pictures and videos, those are actually posted. And I will say we had permission to do this.
Absolutely, we did. Yeah.
We would like to say hello to everyone who might be here at this episode because you found us at the fair.
So cool.
We have gotten a few people interested in the show, asking about the show. More than that, and way more interesting in my book, are the people who knew who we were.
Saw us on TikTok, knew us from just other related searches.
The number one thing, I think one person said TikTok. I think the other, 5 people said, oh, you've been suggested to me on Spotify.
That's right.
Didn't expect that. That was the one thing I did not expect.
Yeah, I didn't know Spotify was suggesting us and shit.
Not only suggesting us, but that enough people from our area saw it and was like, oh, anything? No. Spotify suggested that to me before.
Yeah.
Maybe they've listened to an episode. We heard that some people liked it, and we're glad that you like it. Here we are. So this is one of 2 episodes we're doing today. Actually, this is the one before the fair. I'm about to lean back and die.
Do you want to switch?
No.
Okay. I am on this side. Always. I'm on this side always.
Always. Definitely. We didn't definitely mess that up for the last couple episodes.
Never. I'm always on this side 100% of the time. Oh.
What?
You didn't see that? There's an owl who was about to just go rogue.
Oh, well. We have some owls, 2 tents down.
He's Rogan.
We are recording 2 episodes today.
Owl
so
Rogan.
This is not the only episode we will be in our little jester outfit. This one is before the fair begins.
Yes. So it's early.
There will be during the fair.
There will be one during the fair. That's the one we're nervous about.
Hey, look, it's our producer.
We should get her over here.
Oh, we should.
We should. Right now. Anna, come here.
We will try to record a little bit of bonus content, maybe.
Yeah.
I know that we'd love to visit Yalhalla Forge.
Fun.
I would love to forge something.
That would be fun.
You can forge a Mjolnir pendant.
That's cool.
For not that much.
Yeah, $10.
Dude, $10? Are you kidding me? $10?
I'm saying, yeah.
You forge it yourself.
I'm going over there now.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
So, other fair-related things? Did you have any?
Other fair-related things. Thank you to everyone who's come up and recognized us. Not only recognized us, but did not recognize us and decided to choose to recognize us in the future and be like, oh, let me get a business card. Let me scan your QR code. Let me subscribe. Hey, we gained 1 subscriber on YouTube yesterday. You saw that?
Pretty sick.
I love here's what I love is that the show is growing at a really good rate, and I'm very happy about that. And we're making some crazy milestones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna confidently say we're hitting 10,000 TikTok followers by the end of the year.
Yep.
Definitely gonna hit 200 YouTube subscribers. I want to push to get 500 Spotify followers.
Hey, look.
Because we're at 425 Spotify followers right now.
Yeah.
And I think we can hit 500.
Sweet.
So we're hitting some amazing milestones, and
Someone's checking out our booth right now.
oh yeah, hey, someone's checking out our booth right now. But I just want to say thank you to the people who not only recognized us, but choose to do so again. And I love being at the size we're at because
Me too. 5'6" is solid. I like
6'3"
it.
has done me well. But
Okay. Well.
Still being kind of small, we see every new follow on every platform.
We know you.
If you follow us on YouTube, it's like, the second you do it, we message the group chat. We're like,
new subscriber. Yeah, it's pretty
I
awesome.
love doing that. I'm excited to be a bigger show. We're growing at a good rate, and I think, oh my God, in a year or 2, I can't imagine where we'll be.
Who knows? There's no way to even conceptualize.
Well, actually, this episode is coming out when? When is it? Hey,
I'd like to do it as soon as possible so that this can be people's first.
3 days.
Yeah.
What's 3 days from now? Today's the
Wednesday.
6th?
The 9th.
The 9th? Okay, this is the closest episode we're going to have to a 2-year anniversary, by the way.
Happy 2-year anniversary.
On November 11th, which is no other day whatsoever.
Yeah.
Certainly. Nothing political, nothing weird.
Nope.
Just a normal November 11th. That is a 2-year anniversary. We've been doing the show for 2 years.
Happy 2 years, guys.
Happy 2 years. Thank you for being here. To celebrate, we're at a Renaissance Fair.
Hey.
We planned it
This
that
was
way.
all calculated.
This was all for this reason. Anyway, thank you to everyone who might be at this episode because of the booth here. So,
Yeah,
love you
booth.
guys. And also love all of the rest of you for being here, especially for the past 2 years. Y'all rock.
Yeah, y'all are awesome for being here. So happy 2 years, and here's to 2 more.
Anyway, I think we've kind of hit the Ren Fair.
Yeah.
We're happy to be here. We'll talk more about the Ren Fair in the next episode because, hey, we'll still be here.
We will be here.
So why was 2016 the best summer of your life? If there's one thing we can do at this point, it's put a pin in something
Yep.
and come back
Bring
to
it right back. Summer of 2016 was the time period in which I was. Okay, so you're about to find out you're all about to find out some things. My high school was almost fully wrapped up with like long-term relationships.
What does that mean?
So like, I started dating somebody freshman year. We went towards the end. We went all the way to like roughly around the end of sophomore year. Broke up, and I started dating somebody new, and we dated for like.
Oh, so throughout
till the end of junior year.
throughout high school, you were dating someone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, but there was one summer where I wasn't, and that was the summer of 2016.
Hot boy summer.
So it was just me and the boys.
Douche. Wait. Are you saying the best summer of your life was single hot boy summer? When you were 16 years old? Drowning in Baja Blast? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Hey, I got married this summer, guys, anyway.
I did get married this summer, but the best summer of my life was summer 2016. Baja Blast and all. No, we had a great time. We went to the beach. We went to King's Dominion a lot. We just vibed, hung out. It was a good time. Me and the boys. Nothing weird, just me and the boys.
Yeah, nothing homoerotic.
No.
No.
Just me and the boys, just platonically hanging out all the time.
Drinking Baja Blast?
Drinking Baja Blast. That's
Hanging where?
I'm sorry?
King's Dominion?
King's Dominion and the beach.
King's Dominion and the beach?
And other
Kissing?
respective houses and
Baja Blast?
brothels and
Yeah.
Baja Blast.
Just a little bit of smooching. Did you go bowling?
We did go bowling.
I knew it. You gotta go bowling.
You gotta
with
go
them.
bowling.
That's one thing. If you said you had a good summer with the boys,
You went bowling.
You can't not have gone bowling at least
You went bowling.
once.
We all know you went bowling.
That's so funny to me.
Yeah, bowling. We did some mini golf, man.
Mini golf.
Mini golf.
A little bit of a cuddling
We
picnic.
did a lot of things with balls.
Yeah.
Mini golf.
Basketball,
bowling.
probably.
We
I know
played a lot
you.
of basketball.
I know you. Play basketball.
A lot of stuff with balls with the boys.
But a good summer.
Balling with the boys.
Balling with the boys.
Balling with the boys.
In the Baja Blast.
And the Baja Blast. Baja Blast and balling with the boys. 2016 summer.
You nailed that. No, you did it in one. You did it in one.
Yeah, no, that's why. It was a good time. This past summer was the best summer of my actual life. I did get married, but
By the way, just to be clear, I do value my wife more than I do the summer of 2016.
I do. Not in a we can cut all around until I figure it out. Not in a Ned Fulmer way, but in
Okay,
a
there we go.
but
I was
in a real
literally
way.
about to be like, it's nighttime, like we cut to
Yeah.
the stars being out, and you're like, Ned Fulmer.
Ned Fulmer, not in a Ned Fulmer way. I actually do love my wife.
You know what? I'm glad that you and I are like this little comedic duo. I do genuinely think that I have based and will continue to base my entire comedic career and entertainment career around our partnership.
Me too.
Because there are some classic comedic duos out there.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we're not like one of those guys that chose to get married the same summer.
Mm.
You know those kind of guys?
Yeah,
those
I
kind of
do.
duos?
Yeah, I do.
There are internet personalities who like have done that.
Yeah, let's just get married at the same time.
And I'm like, that's something.
Yeah,
That's dedication. That's
something.
commitment.
You
know, what comedic duo do you think you would most relate us to? Because I have one. I watch these guys, and every time I watch them, I'm like, that's literally just me and Christian.
Who is it?
Word for word, action for action. That's just us.
Who is it? We should shout them out so that other people can watch and listen. If they like us, they'll like these people. Who is it?
Oh, yeah, I should definitely shout out, because none of you know them. The owners of the company Watcher from BuzzFeed Unsolved and now The Ghost Files.
That's right. Yes, this is true. Yes.
Ryan and Shane
Yeah.
are more like us, I believe, than any other comedic duo I have ever seen.
More like us than we are.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
actually more like us than we are.
Because that's their aspiration, is to be like us.
Oh, for sure, and that's why we're shouting them out, because they need it.
They sure do.
They have a cute little show called Ghost Files that you should definitely go watch. Season 1 was amazing. Merlin and I watched all of it, and those guys are great. And
They are
every
good.
time Ryan says anything, I'm just like, that's him. That's Christian. That's my buddy.
That's me.
Oh, well, this is just lovely, and it's actually very unfortunate that you all cannot hear this performance.
Yeah, the
I'm
music
not
is
even
actually
kidding
quite
you.
good.
Like, these guys really knock it out of the park. Yeah, I'm doing a little.
No dancing.
So I'd like to thank Salty Sloth Production for allowing us to use the equipment that we're using today, and also for setting up with this connection to the fair.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like we cheated. We didn't cheat. We still had to pay to be here and like do the sponsorship and everything. But we did. Our producer is also on the management board here and got us the opportunity to be here. We spent a month, and by we I mean Merlin, spent a month slaving over making everything that's on our table. Seth, if you want to give one final pan to the booth itself. And you know what we can do, Christian? Actually, we're at the end of the episode. Pick that up as well. Stand up and let's follow the camera, Seth. And we're going to walk with you. And,
Oh, wow.
yeah, Merlin spent... So yeah, this is something we're kind of able to do.
Yeah, we can do this.
So, Merlin spent absolutely, probably over 100 hours over the last month
This is our
while I
booth.
was at work, making wire-wrapped
Hey, I'm over-
jewelry and knit hats. And I do have a bit of B-roll that I shot before
Okay.
before y'all got here.
Seth, play it.
The table and the buttons and
Play the
everything.
B-roll. Play the B-roll.
Play the B-roll right
Play
now.
the B-roll right now.
Play the B-roll right. Go ahead and roll that.
Go ahead and roll the B-roll.
Roll.
B-roll. Be real?
We're excited for how today goes. We'll be recording another episode later. Thank you to Salty Sloth for not only lending us the equipment, but getting us the opportunity to do this booth. It's been a lot of fun. We've made a little bit of money.
We did make some money.
So, also,
What are we going to spend
thank you
it
to
on?
the Appalachian Renaissance Fair.
What are we going to spend the money on? Can I stand on the incline?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What will we use the money on?
Oh, I guess I
No.
can't do that.
Advertisement? Repaying the booth fees?
Can we get some Baja Blast and some Code Red?
It's gonna be the summer of 2016. up here.
2016, baby.
Let's go. See you guys next week.
See you guys
We'll
later.
still be here. We'll still be here.
Yeah, we're going to see you guys right here next week.
2-year
Right
anniversary.
here.
Love you guys.
Literally right here. We'll be standing right here. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Love you. See you next week.
See you next week.
Hey everyone, just wanted to say a super special thank you to our patrons real quick. Jamie, Jess, Kat, Jessica, Sky, and Brian. Thank you so much for being our top patrons. We really appreciate it. You're really doing the most for us. And maybe I might even get paid because of you one day. Thank you so much.